Mom? Oh.
What's me?
I just gotta call you.
What, is something wrong?
I don't know. I'm worried. Mom didn't call or come home at all last night.
Good morning, pretty lady. Hi, I'm TJ Daniels, the proprietor of the Lair.
I know who you are. I just can't believe I'm here.
No, you sorry?
No. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. I'm actually very happy.
Who is it? Room service. What? Just a minute.
Good morning, sir.
Either you got the wrong room or I ordered in my sleep.
No, this is the right room. Eggs Florentine, French toast with a rasher of Canadian bacon. Thank you, sir. Have a good breakfast.
Good morning, СиСи. May I join you for breakfast? 'Reeks of boob. It's not the blanket, it's you.
Don't be a brat, Julia. Circumstances are beyond my control.
Go away.
Would you two stop bickering? It's too early. Well, it's a man who wouldn't say no.
Oh, knock it off, Meyson.
Gesundheit.
Oh. On top of everything else, I've caught a cold.
Take another dozen aspirin.
The fire's almost out. Which one of you big heroes is gonna put another log on it?
I put the last log on there a couple hours ago.
What are we supposed to do? Sit around here and freeze to death?
That would be preferable than spending any more time with the lot of you.
That's it.
Wait, Meyson, where are you
What
going?
are you doing? Meyson,
Meyson, what are you doing?
What are you doing out here?
You said you wanted a fire. I'm giving you a fire.
Sorry if I make you nervous.
Oh, you don't make me nervous. I just hope you like what you see. Cute.
Yeah, I do. Oh, yeah. I like what I see. That's actually what I was thinking. Well, it's part of what I was thinking.
Oh, part?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what would the other part be, or am I getting too nosy?
No, you're no. No, the other part is I didn't expect to feel the way I'm feeling now. I mean, here with us.
How'd you think you'd feel?
Guilty.
Guilt?
Yes.
Shamed?
Shamed, yes.
That's
And I just thought I'd want to leave right away. And I even had a speech rehearsed about I was crazy. It's just one night. We can never do this again. I can't.
Of course, we're not going to use that now, are we?
No. I've been wallowing in guilt and in pain for so long. I just forgot there was another way to feel, so I want to thank you for bringing me back to myself.
Let me tell you something. Gratitude is not what's called for here.
It's a very special kind of gratitude, TJ. It's personal and it's a little selfish. Because you have made me feel alive and lovable and desirable and sensual.
But those are all the things you are and more. I can't take credit for that.
My life lately has been about avoiding being caught and worrying about what's going to happen. Well, the worst happened. СиСи found out, and he left me, and I never thought that I would be happy. And I thought that I deserved that, because not being happy would be fitting punishment.
Well, I'll take credit for that. When you distract your thoughts away from that is perfect. I've watched you suffer over the past couple of months, and you've paid more than anyone should for what you did. And I think your husband's a jerk.
Thank you.
Thank you. If there's any thanks due right here, well, it'll come from me.
This is bringing back some very, very sweet memories to me. We've had so many breakfasts together, hundreds of mornings.
I remember one in particular where you threw a glass of orange juice on my face.
Well, I would have rather thrown it at Sophia if she'd been there. You just spent the night with her.
This is not a very good idea. Can I tell you something? If it wasn't for the fog in the past last night, I wouldn't be here for breakfast.
СиСи, I'm sorry. Don't go. I won't say anything else to make you angry.
Being here is very upsetting to me. I must tell you that.
All right. Just finish your breakfast. It's a long drive back. You know, as I was driving up here, I stopped at a gas station, and right next to it was a charming little craft shop. I bought a little gift for Kelly. It's a beautiful hand-painted box.
Kelly? Kelly is desperately trying to bring Sophia and myself together again, and you are the obstacle in the middle, and you are going to think she's going to take kindly to a gift from you?
Why are you so determined to humiliate me?
Because I am angry at you, and I'm even more angry at myself of coming to your level and being involved with you in any level. You are a manipulative woman, and you're nothing but trouble, and my marriage to a woman I love is falling apart because of you.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can't blame me for that. Sophia's the one who's manipulative. She's always been manipulative. She went after you, and she stole you from me, СиСи. And somewhere in there, I get the blame and the hatred for all these years. Tell me something, СиСi. How does that woman do it? When are you going to understand that she's the one that's in trouble? She's caused you more trouble than anybody.
I'm getting out of here.
Oh, sure, run away. I can't stop you, but it's such a waste. We were two people very much in love, and I don't care how you choose not to remember it. You know, no one is stopping you from going right back to Sophia right now. But I don't see you going. I have missed you for so long, СиСi, and you know I've never stopped loving you. If you can't accept my love, can't we please be friends? For heaven's sakes, we've shared so much.
Shared? What we shared was a few months of passion paid for with years of distrust and bitterness. That's what we damn well shared.
It's not true, СиСi. Our marriage was a beautiful love affair for many years, until you became so obsessed with building your bloody empire, and then with Sophia.
Oh, you're unbelievable. You have perfected this myth until you actually believe it yourself. The climax of our beautiful affair was one of the most terrifying and ugly moments of my life. You see, the moment with Hal in that boathouse and everything that followed wiped out a shred of feelings between us. You understand me?
It wasn't for me, unfortunately.
Let go, Pamela. Just let go before anything else happens. That's all I'm telling you.
Well, just don't you think I could if I would? Do you think it's really fun for me to beg you just to say a kind word, to be nice to me? I'll bet good old Sophia doesn't beg Era, does she? No. She's a hard woman. I think she's even harder than you, СиСи. It's probably what attracts you to her. And that's probably why you'll go crawling back to her. You know, you two are just two of a kind.
You are one of a kind. Now, I don't know if I'm ever going to forgive her for what she did, but at least she was trying to get you out of our lives. I wish to God she succeeded.
With the baby, and I had to wait to talk to the doctor to find out when I could bring her home, and I was going to stop and make a phone call, but I didn't want to take the time to do that, and I promise it'll never happen again. I promise. Now, where do you want me to start?
Sit down over here, take a deep breath, and relax.
What, are you crazy? You've got customers. We've got to get ready for the lunch crowd.
Hey, who is the boss around here, you or me?
You.
You got it. Now, I'm going to go start lunch and make a delivery. I'll be right back.
Okay. You ready for a refill?
Sure. Why not? Thank you.
How are you doing this morning?
Pretty good, thanks. How about you?
Good. I'm doing really good, actually. I'm enjoying working here, and I think it's mostly because Pearl's such a great boss.
He's a good guy.
He sure is. He told me that you worked a lot with horses.
Oh, once upon a time.
Out at, what is it, Abernathy Stables? I used to ride quite a bit myself, actually, but it's been a while. I'd love to get back into it, though. If you ever need a riding partner, maybe we could take out a couple of horses and hit the old dusty trail. What do you say?
I don't really ride anymore.
Oh, really? How come?
Well, I first met Haley down at the stables, and when she got her own horse, Wind Dancer, I took care of her. I've never been back there since the accident.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Hi, Rita. Oh, excuse me, dude. Did you call in that oyster order for yesterday? Because the guy hasn't shown up yet today, and I can't reach him on the phone. How's that?
Yeah, I did. I talked to somebody named Irene.
Look, I gotta get going.
Jake, I really am sorry.
Look, don't worry about it. It's okay. So long.
Oh, my big mouth.
Ah, not big. Generous.
Just wish for once I'd learn how to keep it shut. I have called all over. No one's seen her.
Maybe she just took off by herself to think things over for a while.
Jeffrey, she would have told someone.
So what, you want to go to the police?
If she's not back soon, yes.
I tell you, I mean, usually it's the parents worrying about the kids. Here we're constantly tearing our hair out over our wayward parents.
Yes, well, we wouldn't be together if it weren't for our wayward parents.
So what, you think we shouldn't complain so much? Huh? Okay, I'll go along with that. But if that's the case, what would you say to taking the afternoon off and going for a long, long drive with me? Hmm?
What, today?
Yeah, I think I just got my answer.
Well, I mean, Jeffrey, are you testing me? Why would you ask me to go away today?
Well, when is a good time, Kelly? I mean, there's always a family crisis going on. Look, we didn't even get to have a proper honeymoon. You know, I think maybe we should stop being so involved in other people's lives.
Yeah, the reason we didn't get a honeymoon was because you were concerned with your mother. And I hate to bring that up, but it's the truth.
I'm glad you did, you're right. And you were very sweet about it. And here I am, giving you a hard time. Sorry. Okay? And, don't even worry about your mother anymore. She's right behind you.
Good morning, Sophia.
Good morning, TJ.
I wanted to get this to you so that we wouldn't think you'd lost it.
The watch. I didn't even miss it. Usually I'm checking it all the time. Thank you.
I was happy to do it. Yeah. I guess I better be going.
See you later.
Okay.
Still dead.
Who is?
Franco.
Oh, the phone. There's one cracker left and some crumbs. Should we draw lots?
Eat it, Jason.
I don't want to be a pig.
Now is not the time to make any big changes.
I'll ignore that. Victoria, would you like the last lonely cracker?
Sure.
You would? Go ahead and have it. Hey, we gotta get out of here. Mason, last night you said something about walking 100 miles through the snow.
I thought you were asleep. Yeah, I did make that statement.
Oh, you were talking hypothetically.
Metaphorically.
Rhetorically.
Would you guys please stop talking like lawyers? Ever since I've been here, talk.
Well, you're about to see some action. How about it, Jason?
How about what, Mason?
A brisk walk.
Oh, I would, but with this cold, I think I'd come down with pneumonia. Bless me.
All right. I'll go. So will I. It's better than sitting around here freezing.
No, I can't be responsible for the two of you out there.
That isn't absolutely necessary, Dudley. You see, I've been responsible for myself for a long time now.
Have I?
Well, with all due respect to feminism and the new woman of the 80s, I don't know what to expect out there. It would be foolish and dangerous for the two of you to risk your lives just to prove that a woman can do it.
What about you?
Well, the truth is that your lives are more important than mine right now. You both have babies that depend on you more than they do on me, I'm sorry to say. I'm not crazy about the idea of going out there, but it seems the most logical. We can't just wait around here for the snow to melt and spring to arrive. No more arguments. I'm going.
Put 1,000 down the silts for me, huh? And then cross your fingers, babe, because I need this one bad. Yeah. Yeah, all right, I'll call you after the game. Okay, bye. You ever think about knocking before you come in there, pal?
I didn't think it was necessary. This wasn't meant to be your private office. We're partners, remember?
Yeah, well, how can I forget? You're constantly reminding me.
Good. Heard you placing a bet just now, $1,000, huh?
You got it.
Is that from your own personal funds or from the club's?
It's, clubs.
So what right do you have to gamble our profits away without even asking me?
What profits?
What do you mean, what are you talking about? You showed me the figures. You said we were doing great.
Yeah, we're doing great, but we're not doing as great as we could be doing. I mean, it takes a lot of bread to get a club like this off the ground.
So why didn't you tell me we were in trouble?
You have a low tolerance for the vicissitudes of business, okay?
And your solution is to gamble it away, TJ? That's nuts!
No,
you know that, don't you?
No, it's not nuts, man, because I know what I'm doing.
Oh, right. You have some inside line on who's going to win the game tonight?
No, I've been gambling for a long time. And gambling's gotten me out of a lot of tough spots, all right? Some people are luckier than others. I happen to be one of the lucky ones.
You know, I think I finally get the message Haley was trying to give me all this time. The lair here isn't a business to you. It's a game. Life's a game, isn't it? Thrills in the risk, right? Win or lose. The big gamble, right, TJ? You know, I'm your partner when I'm useful to you. And when I'm not useful to you, I don't even exist.
Hey, you are overreacting, man, and you're way out of line. I had a special style to begin with, a certain style that I never hid from you. Yeah, I like the thrill, but I never get so far gone that I forget there's a bottom line. When I'm out there, man, I'm operating on my wits and by the seat of my pants. And when that doesn't work, hey, I'll use my skills as a gambler, my dimples, whatever the hell else I got handy, all right? But you knew that from the get-go, and you backed me. So don't give me this garbage now that I'm conning you. Because it's the same TJ you knew in the beginning. The same TJ that you backed, man. Nothing has changed.
Well, I guess I've changed then. You're right, your style didn't bother me the way it bothered Haley, because I believed you were basically honest. I trusted you. I mean, misleading me about the figures and gambling away my investments here, that's not an honest way to deal with somebody. And there's a few other stunts lately that you pulled that I don't like.
So what do you want? You want out?
Maybe. But I'm going to tell you something that's really going to surprise you. My heaviest investment isn't in the club. It's in you. Because the biggest issue between Haley and me was you. I kept defending you. And if you aren't worth it, then it was all for nothing. And I wasted the last precious time I had with her for nothing.
You know, that's a real heavy burden to lay on me, man. I don't think I deserve the blame, the whole blame, for all the stuff that was going on between you and Haley.
No, you're right, you don't. I've just got to find a way to forgive myself for putting her through what I did.
I don't know if I can stop you now, Mother, but I'm going to try one last time.
Stop me from what?
Please don't, okay? I know where you were last night. I know who you were with. So you tell me, do you care at all about my marriage or about losing me if I had to make a choice between you and Kelly?
Jeffrey, you know that I care what happens. I care about you in every single way, and I would never ask you to make a choice like that.
Yeah, but you do it all the time. I mean, this has been a constant tug-of-war between you and my marriage.
Is this all my fault?
No, it's mine for allowing it to happen. You see, you want it all, Mother. You want the complete loyal devotion of your sons, and you want the freedom to mess around in their lives if that suits your purposes.
Now, Jeffrey, that is really terribly cruel thing to say.
Yeah, well, I don't know any other way to get through to you. I mean, after everything I've said, you still went ahead and met with СиСи, and don't deny that.
I'm not denying it. But you don't really know what's going on between СиСi and I.
Well, what else is there to know? You want him. He's the reason you came back here.
It's much more complicated than that.
Oh, I don't doubt it at all. You know, nothing you ever do is simple.
Then just trust me.
Oh, don't you ask me to be a fool, okay?
Jeffrey, if I were to tell you that there is nothing going on, nothing happened between СиСi and myself. We are not lovers. Would you believe me?
Why? Why? You give me one good reason why.
Because I am your mother. And because I know you love me, no matter how angry you are right now. And because I am telling you the truth.
You don't know how much I want to believe that.
Then just believe it.
Why did you meet with СиСi last night?
I wish I could tell you.
Damn it, will you just be open with me for once?
I can't. Jeffrey, please, darling, just leave it alone. I'm begging.
No, that is not good enough anymore. There's been too many secrets here, so either you level with me for once, or I'm going to have to believe the worst about this.
Well, I'm sorry that I'm not a much better mother, Jeffrey. But I can no more live by your rules than you can by mine. And I finally have my own life and my own choices to make, and I'm trying to do the best I can for everyone. And I'm sorry that sometimes I'm just going to have to disappoint you. I really am sorry, darling, because I love you very, very much.
Thank you. Julie, I've been behaving very badly. I've said some stupid things. I just hope you didn't take them too seriously. You know what I'm trying to say?
I love you, too. Heaven help me.
You're a very forgiving woman.
Don't push it.
I'm sorry I drank so much, and sorry I called Victoria my wife. And I'm sorry for withholding things from you.
Meyson, I know you do these things because you're doing it for my sake. You don't want to worry me, but it still feels bad.
I can't help it. Sometimes I just have this overwhelming urge to protect you.
But you're not protecting. You're just keeping me at a distance. If you and I are going to be together, we're going to have to worry together sometimes. Believe me, I'm not an expert in relationships, but I kind of have a strong hunch about this.
Well, I think it's a good hunch.
you capable of being open and honest.
Nobody's born secretive. If I learned how to be that way to survive life with Father, then surely I can unlearn it to survive life with Julia. At least give it a shot.
Listen, that's one way of staying warm, but what about the rest of us that have been denied that particular alternative?
Jason, remind me never to be marooned on a desert island with you. I better go.
Please be careful.
Yeah, I will.
Mason, if it gets too cold or too dangerous, come back. We can manage all right.
Oh, that won't be necessary, Victoria. The way this group's been feuding, we might end up like the Donner Party if something doesn't break soon.
I stopped by to pick up these files. I would have called and come over when you were out, but I need them. I felt very badly about Kelly yesterday. She was trying very hard to help us.
It's not her job.
I know that. I was only, never mind.
I think she's discovered that she's going to have to give up.
I certainly hope so.
Tell me, СиСи, how are you enjoying spending the time at the Capwell Hotel?
Fine. Not like a home, but then again, neither was this house for a long while before I left it.
No, it really wasn't. Not since the time Pamela came back into town and you started lying to me on a regular basis.
I was trying to protect my wife and my family. You, on the other hand, were trying to protect your hide.
Round and round we go. Tell me something else. How do you spend your evenings at the Capwell Hotel in your room watching television?
Yeah, sometimes. I like solitude and peace.
Something you've always craved in your life, peace and solitude.
Well, I've discovered the many charms of other things I indulge myself in.
I bet you have. СиСи, you haven't asked me how I'm spending my nights. I'm sure you want to know. Well, the truth is that I am also discovering the charms of things that I've never indulged in, and all, my nights are wonderful.
Hey, Kelly, what are you doing here?
Do you have a few minutes to talk?
Sure, what's up?
I have a favor to ask you.
Okay.
Listen, I know that you and my mother are friends. You've become friends from helping her out with the blackmail and all that. And I'm sure you know that my parents have split because of the business with the rig. Well, I've tried to talk to them individually and together, and it just hasn't worked. And I started thinking that maybe if an outsider, I mean, not a stranger, but just a disinterested friend, could maybe talk to one of them.
You want me to talk to your father?
No. No, I just know how much they love each other. And I remember how empty my father felt when my mother was gone all those years. And I think she's going through the same feelings right now. I mean, they're angry at each other right now, but they will never be happy if they're apart.
Yeah, well, if they feel that way, I guess maybe they'll try real hard to work it out. I mean, true love conquers all.
Yeah? Unless there are too many obstacles and misunderstandings in the way.
Yeah, so I hear. And from what I hear, your dad's the one that's playing with fire. Maybe you should find some disinterested party to talk to him and talk him into shaping up.
Well, that's the thing. I haven't found anyone who he trusts enough to listen to. Like my mother trusts you.
Real flattered.
What'd you think about it?
Yeah, of course. Now, if you excuse me, I got a whole bunch of stuff I got to do.
Yeah, okay.
But thanks for stopping by, and I will give it some thought.
Thank you for your time.
Okay.
I'll see you.
Bye.
I don't know how I can still be breathing underneath.
Shut up, Jason!
I didn't mean that.
Oh, I found you! Get over here! Help me! Help me! Help me! Just be careful! All right, we're gonna get you up here. Mason! Oh, God! Okay. Oh, God! I can't feel it. I can barely feel it. No, yours is hard as something. Jason, go get help!
Where?
Left toward the Come, get out of here! Go! Turn him around. Do no CPR. Yeah. Do it! Yeah, okay. Come on, baby. Come on. All right. He's stronger. He started breathing. Okay, come on. Let's go. We gotta get him inside. Don't you think it's dangerous to move? Yeah, well, it's more dangerous to keep him out here. Not around you. Get me out. Come on. Come on, get him. I'll get out of here. Yeah. Come on. We can do it.
A penny for your thoughts, my dear.
Okay, I'll bite. I met this guy, and I really like him.
Uh-huh. How long has this been going on for?
Well, since about the time I first met you, as a matter of fact. Problem is, I don't really have the nerve to tell him how I feel. I get kind of shy about that sort of thing.
Why not take my advice? Go up to him and tell him. Spit it all out. You know, he'd probably be tickled pink, as a matter of fact. He probably feels the same way about you.
It's a great theory, Pearl. The problem is I'm so bad with words, you can't imagine. If there's a wrong thing to say, I'll manage to say it. It's like this reverse skill. I get all these terrific ideas, and then I end up sounding like an absolute idiot.
You don't sound that way to me.
You really are sweet, Pearl.
See? It was easy, wasn't it?
Well, yes, yes, that's because I'm comfortable with you. It's different with Jake.
Oh. Jake Martin, he's the guy. Yeah, I remember you looking at him, and then I conveniently forgot.
I don't know, Pearl. There was just something about him that got to me from the minute I met him.
Oh, no, he's a great looker.
Oh, sure, he's good looking, but it's more than that. It's that he's got a sincerity about him, a warmth.
Uh-huh.
Who am I kidding? There's no way he's going to go for me.
Well, why not?
I don't have any illusions about myself, Pearl. I know I'm ordinary, and I generally don't mind, except when it comes to things like this.
You are not ordinary at all. You are a very special person.
You're doing wonderful things for my ego, Pearl.
Oh, sweetie, you don't waste any part of your life putting yourself down. Know who you are, and put it on out there.
Yeah?
Yes.
You're inspiring me, huh? But I can't face him. Not after this morning. He practically ran away from me.
The biggest problem you're going to have with him is not with words, but with his memories of Haley. You must tread gingerly on that ground, my dear.
I know. I thought about writing him a letter.
Ah, it's not a bad idea.
I started 20 of them last night and tore them all up. I write about as poorly as I talk. Hey, Pearl.
Huh?
You're good with words, aren't you? You're real good with words. What? Maybe you could help me write one.
You want me to write a love letter to Jake the Beast Morton?
No, I know it sounds crazy, but, well, you know him so much better than I do, and I really would appreciate it.
Sure.
Ah, Pearl. I'm crazy about you.
Mom? Okay?
Hi. Oh, honey. Oh,
I'm so sorry I didn't call you and tell you I was all right.
All's forgiven. I know you're safe. It's just gonna take me a long time for me to forgive Dad, though. I know about him and Pamela.
Don't hate your father, honey.
I don't hate him. Just furious at him for being so stupid.
Honey, listen to me. You need both your parents, even if we are separated.
So I'll take sides when Dad's using Pamela to get even with you, though.
I've made him very, very angry, Ted. You see, he thinks that I was going to let him take the blame for the oil rig explosion.
How can he think that?
Because I lied to him so many times that when I told him the truth, he didn't believe me. Everyone has their breaking point, and I pushed him past his, and something I'll always regret. But all he's got left now is you and his sisters. So, darling, please don't turn your back on him. Promise me you won't.
I promise I'll try. I can't promise any more than that.
Well, I'll take that if that's all I'm going to get. Mom.
All right. I gotta go to the vineyard, do some stuff.
Okay.
Be back a little bit, check up on you.
Good.
TJ Daniels.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine. What are you doing?
Just taking some inventory, writing some checks.
Oh, listen, I'm sorry you're busy. I shouldn't be calling.
No. Is there something wrong?
I don't know.
Well, are you alone?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very alone.
Well, come on over here.
How can I do that?
Oh, it's real easy. You put the phone down, you go out, you get in your car, and you drive over here. Look, I want to see you. Okay? So why don't you just come over here right now? Bye.
He's so cold. Yeah, I hate to think of his life in Jason's hands. He's got to find it. He will. He has to. Please, Meison. Please make it. Turn around 5 times on my way here. I can't keep doing this.
Doing what?
Well, you know, come running to you every time I have a problem or feel lonely.
Why not?
Well, I have to learn to cope on my own.
Yeah, but meanwhile, isn't it fun coping like this, together?
Yeah. You've work to do.
No. I mean, there's one thing about my work I always know. They'll always be there to do later. I mean, I was walking around this morning, and all I was doing was thinking about you and missing you. And then you called me up, and you made me very happy, because now you give me an excuse to do exactly what I want to do, which is to see you.
See, what you do is you can just string a few words together and make me feel wonderful.
No. You are wonderful. I'm just here to remind you of it.
You are so good to me. You take my breath away.
Yeah, well, you take my breath away. And you're very good to me. And you know what else? We're very good to each other.
She saw Daddy there with Pamela, Jeffrey. She saw them together. That's why she took off for the evening. If you could see the look on her face when she told me that.
I spoke to my mother. She swears nothing happened between them. I mean, she refused to say what they were doing.
Jeffrey, my mother saw them in each other's arms. How much more proof do you need?
I don't know. I don't know.
I hate him right now. I hate him.
I don't remember asking you to join me.
Well, if I'm ready for an invitation, I'd never get one. СиСи, I have something I need to tell you.
Except I do not have the time or the inclination to listen to you at this point.
Just stop trying to humiliate me.
You're doing it to yourself, Pamela. All right, all right. Have your peace. Say it. You will anyway.
Thank you. You know, I've been thinking, СиСи, about the nature of love.
Pamela, don't do that.
And I have decided that every person in this world has one great love, one great passion. That person who excites them, who makes them laugh. And all in all, my nights have been wonderful. Nights have been wonderful, 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 wonderful.
I don't ever want to hear about your grand passion. I just want you to leave me alone. Do you understand?
Well, you just keep on pretending that you don't remember what we have, СиСи, but I know you do. And I, for one, I learned what love was with you, and I will not live the rest of my life without that passion or without you. By God, I won't. And that's what I had to tell you.
Do you believe it now, Jeffrey?
Oh, thank God.
How is he?
He's alive. I didn't think you were going to find anybody.
Neither did I, but I got lucky. I ran into some men working with snow removal equipment on the road. And they called the ambulance and then opened the road for us to get through.
Has he regained consciousness at all?
No.
It's a pretty severe blow to the head. There's probably a lot of internal pressure from the cerebral hemorrhaging. We've got to get him to a hospital right away or he's not going to make it.
What?